TFL EV is brought to you by Flow Charger, maker of reliable, high-quality charging stations for your electric vehicle. Hey guys, if you love drag racing, quarter mile, tire burning, engine revving, high horsepower, American sports cars and muscle cars like this Corvette, you're gonna hate this video because we're drag racing something completely different. And what is that, Tommy?
What we have today are the 3 cheapest new electric cars you can buy: the Nissan Leaf, the Mini Cooper SC, and of course the new Chevrolet Bolt. Now obviously these aren't V8 powered sports cars, they're not designed to go super fast, but I think you'll be surprised with how much fun you can have in the 3 cheapest new electric cars.
To test these cars, we are going to do our classic quarter mile drag race and a braking test.
All right, gentlemen, so we are lined up in these 3 affordable EVs, and let's talk about power. So I am sitting in the Mini Cooper SC with 181 horsepower and 199 pound-feet of torque. What do you have over there, Dad?
I've got the most torque, which is what drag racing is all about, 266 and 200 horsepower, Tommy.
How about you, Case?
Well, over here in the Leaf, I have the most horsepower, 214, and I've got 250 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, but you also have the most weight at 3,900 pounds. The Bolt comes in at 3,600, and this Mini, just 3,200 pounds.
And you also got the ugliest wheels, Case. Sorry.
Any of you have sport mode, which I am activating?
Oh yeah, I'm in sport mode in the Mini. I'm ready to rumble.
Alright, I guess I'm the only one that doesn't have sport mode.
But I can turn eco mode off. I think they just figured out that the sport was pre-cooked into the Nissan Leaf, so it didn't need a separate mode.
So I think we're ready. Should we line up? So Brendan's gonna give us 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna go when he drops his hands. Oh, full throttle on the Mini. Oh, I got a good launch. I'm out front. The car with the least horsepower is winning. The Leaf, though, putting up a good fight. Actually, all 3 cars super close, 75 miles an hour.
Come on, I'm catching up. The torque is... I'm gonna catch Tommy.
Oh no! No, he's pulling in front of me!
87 miles an hour, and across the line in first place in the Mini.
Oh, that was a great race, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, came in first in the Mini, but it was pretty darn close, really. It seems whoever gets off the line first is gonna win that. That's how close these cars are.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's run them individually now, and we'll set it to quarter mile and see who actually has a quarter mile time championship.
All right, so let's talk about prices, because everyone thinks an EV is $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. Well, not the 3 behind me. This is where things get really cool. So that Chevy Bolt is right around a $27,000 car at the starting MSRP. The Leaf, $28,000 starting MSRP, and that Mini, well, last year it would have been $29,000, but this year you can't get the base trim anymore, so it starts at $34,000. However, as spec'd, a little bit different. That Chevy, about $27,000, $28,000. That Leaf, $37,000, and that Mini, also $37,000.
Let's face it, these inexpensive EVs really aren't about quarter mile times, but about 2 other numbers which are much more important, and that is range and how long they take to charge. Now this Mini, according to the EPA, 114 miles of range and 50 kilowatt charging, which is sort of okay, especially if you're not road tripping. Now this Bolt is the cheapest car here, and yet it's the rock star in terms of range. 259 miles of range, same thing, 50 kilowatt charging rate. Now the Leaf, 216 miles of range and shadow mode charging, God help you, but also 50 kilowatts.
212 miles of range.
Alright, go run your quarter mile whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm in sport mode and quarter mile. What's your guess?
14 flat.
I'm gonna go 15.5. All right, here we go. All right, come on, Bolt, you can do this. And like I said, I think 91 miles an hour is as fast as she'll do. Come on, Bolt. There's 80. And there is 90. All right, I've got my time. What do you think it was?
I still think it was a 14 flat.
Case, what do you say?
30 seconds. You
are both wrong. 16.03 at a top speed of 90 miles an hour.
All right, my dude, let's do a quarter mile on the Nissan Leaf. Whenever you're ready, unleash the electrons.
All right, I'm eco mode off. Let's see what the Leaf can do. Performance! Woo! Yeah, so there's really no wheel spin, no drama. These are the quietest performance tests that I think we ever run, but I'm approaching the finish line at a scalding hot, let's see, 89 miles per hour. Woo! In 16.08, so really not far off of Roman's time at all.
You said 30 for the Bolt. I'm gonna go with 60.
Well, it wasn't 60, it was 16.08, so really not far off of Roman's time in the Bolt.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's, that's enough that's so close that it's really about reaction time. So, you've got the only European car here. Right now it's America versus Japan versus Britain. So let's see what the British have wrought. British or is it German? I'll let you decide.
A little bit of both, but here goes a quarter mile in the Mini Cooper SE. I'm just gonna plant the accelerator, sport mode in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good launch, good traction right off the launch. And then the power really hits about 35 miles an hour. There's 55, 60, 65, 70 miles an hour. Coming across 80 miles an hour there, almost 90. And there's the quarter mile. All right, the fastest of the three, as you'd expect. But really, it looks very close between all three cars. Very, very close.
All right, did you break 16 seconds, Tommy?
Believe it or not, I did. That was a 15.97 at 90 miles an hour.
All right, now for the braking test. So we're all gonna line up together, accelerate up to 60 miles an hour, and then slam on the anchors when we hit the cones. Now you two are rolling on all-season tires. This Mini's actually rolling on all-weather tires, so I might have a slight disadvantage here.
Well, you're also the lightest, which gives you an advantage.
Very true. All right, Case, we're gonna go off your 60 mile an hour calibrated speedometer. Let's go hit it.
Sounds good. On the throttle hard, and we're 30, 40, 50, and there's 60.
Keep up 60, ah! Okay, nice work, people, nice work. And, oh, good result.
Yeah, well, the Leaf is heavy. Am I surprised? Not really.
All right, Case, you stopped in 123.5 feet.
Yeah, well, the Nissan Leaf is the heaviest, 3,900 pounds, so it's kind of expected.
Yeah, it's a safe stopping vehicle, but it didn't beat the other two. All right, let's see how I did here.
113 feet, Tommy.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and you definitely have the best looking wheels out of the bunch.
Yeah, but they're not factory, so these are my winter wheels and tires, so it's an all-weather tire with a smaller wheel, but still a safe stopping to car.
All right, why don't you do the honors for the Bolt?
All right, you stopped in, wow, just 96 feet.
Wow, that is impressive. That is not just EV territory, because they are relatively heavy. That is like sports car territory.
That's really impressive. Now, before we close out this video,
Yeah.
I have one more fun idea. We brought that C4 Corvette, or C5 Corvette, which we started this video with. I say we put that C5 Corvette up against the Chevy Bolt to see how the might of GM in the 1990s compares to a modern day economy EV.
All right, I'll stick with the Bolt, Tommy. You take the bet. All right, Tommy, I gotta say one more thing before we do this final drag race. Out of the 3 electric cars here, this car is by far the bargain of the century, right? It's basically about $27,000, but if you qualify, you can get $7,500 back from the federal government and $2,000 back from the state government, which makes it really like an $18,000 car when it's all said and done.
Yeah, but this Corvette was $14,000 and it's about to whoop your butt, although I have a 345 horsepower V8, but we are at high elevation, so I am down on power. So let's see what happens. I bet that Bolt is gonna be closer than you might expect.
Oh, he's got me at the line. but I'm keeping up with him. Now he's gonna have to shift.
And there goes the LS engine! It's so much closer than you'd expect!
And he shifted, he's slowly pulling away, but come on, Bolt! It's Chevy versus Chevy. He's looking back over his shoulder at me, the little weasel.
Now that we hit 90 miles an hour, he hit his top speed, but I'm gonna pull all the way past 100 there across the line. That was a 15.46 in the quarter at 98.
Well, congratulations, Tommy. You took me, but not by that much. What was your time?
15.46, so this elevation just kills these naturally aspirated cars. And yeah, that was a lot closer than you might expect.
I wonder if you had like told somebody back in 1999 that their Corvette was barely going to be able to beat an electric car, economy electric car, 20 years later, they'd be like, no way.
Oh, for sure. All right, well, let's call this up. Let's come up with a verdict.
All right, Case, what do you think of your Leaf?
I'm impressed with the Leaf. In these performance tests, it did surprisingly well considering it's a good bit heavier than even the Bolt.
And you and your Mini, Tommy.
Well, the Mini performed really well, but I mean, all three cars are within spitting distance of each other. They're that closely matched.
Yeah, but when it comes to like counting dollars and range, the Bolt has it easily. Cheapest car with the most range. It's finally an electric car bargain.
I agree completely. Well, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section below. A little bit of fun out here at the test track. We'll see you on the next TFL EV video.
Ciao.